Several technologies once promising have faded into obscurity despite their potential impact. Examples include bubble memory, the electronium, and the submarine tube. These inventions, while once considered revolutionary, were ultimately surpassed by other technologies or deemed impractical. Bubble memory. Here's a closer look at some of these forgotten innovations. Bubble memory. This technology, developed in the 1970s, stored data as magnetic bubbles on a thin film. It was non-volatile, durable, and suitable for harsh environments. However, it was ultimately replaced by other storage technologies like flash memory. The electronium, an early synthesizer capable of algorithmic composition. The electronium was a precursor to modern digital synthesizers. While it showcased impressive capabilities for its time, it didn't achieve widespread adoption. The submarine tube. This device, invented in the 1910s, aimed to provide underwater viewing through a large, waterproof tube. While used in early film and art, it was eventually superseded by smaller, more versatile underwater cameras and scuba diving technology. Greek fire. A Byzantine incendiary weapon that famously burned on water, Greek fire was a fearsome weapon used in naval battles. Despite its impact, the exact formula and method of production have been lost to history. According to a historical website, the Antikythera mechanism. This ancient Greek device, believed to be the world's first analog computer, was used for astronomical calculations. Its complexity and sophistication were remarkable for its time, but its full capabilities and purpose remain a subject of ongoing research. Aibo robotic pet. Sony's Aibo wasn't just any gadget. It was a playful, robotic pet that sparked imaginations when it first came out in 1999. This wasn't your typical robot. It could walk, play, and even show emotions, making it feel almost alive. People were so excited about the idea of having a robot companion that the first batch sold out in just 20 minutes. It seemed like Aibo was a glimpse into the future, where tech and everyday life would seamlessly blend. But as quickly as it arrived, Aibo's star began to fade. Newer technologies came along, offering more for less, and Aibo couldn't keep up with the pace. By 2006, Sony decided to pull the plug, and Aibo was quietly retired. Still, it left a lasting mark on the world of robotics, showing that there was a real appetite for interactive, personal technology. Aibo might be gone, but its spirit lives on in today's smart devices and robotic innovations. El-cassette. In the late 1970s, Sony introduced the El-cassette, a bold attempt to combine the best of reel-to-reel audio quality with the convenience of cassette tapes. The El-cassette was larger than standard cassettes, allowing for wider tape and higher playback speed, which resulted in superior sound quality. Audiophiles loved it, and it seemed like it could become the next big thing in music listening. For a moment, it looked like Sony had cracked the code for high-fidelity portable audio. However, the timing couldn't have been worse. The market was already shifting toward smaller, more portable audio solutions, and consumers were embracing the compact cassette. Despite its high quality, the El-cassette was bulky and expensive, making it a tough sell against the increasingly popular and much cheaper standard cassettes. Retailers struggled to find customers interested in the format, and the El-cassette quickly lost its momentum. By 1980, just a few years after its launch, Sony pulled the plug on the El-cassette. It quietly disappeared from store shelves, overshadowed by the boom of the Walkman and other portable audio players. While it promised better sound, the El-cassette couldn't keep up with the demand for compact convenience. It is a classic case of great technology that was simply too late or maybe just too big for its time. Philips Video 2000. In the early 1980s, Philips launched the Video 2000, an ambitious attempt to enhance home entertainment with innovative features like two-sided cassettes for extended recording and electronic buttons. Despite these advancements, many of the unique features were only available in high-end models, which limited its market reach. The Video 2000 faced numerous obstacles, including high production costs and reliability issues. It also lacked hi-fi stereo sound, making it less appealing to audiophiles. Meanwhile, VHS quickly gained dominance in the market, offering more affordable options and a wider selection of films. This competitive disadvantage left the Video 2000 struggling to compete. Ultimately, the Video 2000 became the first major victim of the video format war of the 1980s. While it showcased technical ingenuity, its shortcomings and poor timing ensured it would be overshadowed by more accessible formats like VHS. This once promising technology was quickly forgotten as it couldn't keep pace with the evolving needs of consumers. Alpha processors. Back in the 1990s, alpha processors were the kings of speed. Designed by Digital Equipment Corporation, DCP, these chips could handle heavy computing tasks with ease. With their 64-bit architecture, alpha processors were ahead of their time and set the bar for performance. But despite all their technical brilliance, they didn't quite catch on with the broader market. The problem wasn't the technology, it was the strategy. DEC never managed to make alpha processors affordable or accessible enough. Add in the high costs and limited software options, and the chips quickly found themselves overshadowed by cheaper, more versatile competitors. By the early 2000s, DEC had thrown in the towel, leaving alpha as a relic of what could have been. Today, alpha processors are largely forgotten, a tech industry what-if story. Even the best technology needs the right support and strategy to survive. The transputer. In the 1980s, the transputer was seen as a game-changer, combining a CPU, memory, and communication capabilities all on one chip. Created by Inmos, it aimed to make parallel computing accessible, allowing multiple processors to work together smoothly. It was a vision of the future where computers could handle more complex tasks, from scientific simulations to artificial intelligence. For a while, the transputer even found its way into space tech, thanks to its robust and simple design. But the dream didn't last. The transputer's unique setup, with its specialized programming language, OCOM, was too much for many developers who were used to the conventional ways of coding. Meanwhile, traditional microprocessors were getting better and cheaper, making the transputer a tough sell. Inmos couldn't keep up with the costs and competition, and the technology slowly faded away. Today, the transputer stands as a curious chapter in computing history, a reminder of what could have been if the timing had been just right. Technology moves fast, sometimes too fast. These forgotten inventions remind us that brilliance alone isn't enough. Timing matters, strategy matters, and sometimes luck. But in the shadows of our current tech lies the DNA of these once revolutionary ideas. They didn't fail, they paved the way. This is Shadow Time History. Subscribe for more stories that time tried to erase.